Hello, singers. I'm going to talk about vocal resonance. And another word for vocal resonance is tone, your singing tone. So we're going to look at how to increase our tone and how to use focus to have better tone while we're singing. So singing resonance is based on physics. The musical vibrations, the pitches, start resonating here. And the first place they really hit their big pocket of resonance, see, our lungs are pushing them forward. The pitch starts here. This first big opening is where your tone comes from. So how open you are in this back area of your throat determines how resonant your tone is. And some might say how beautiful your voice is. So you can improve your tone by opening up, basically by removing obstructions like your tongue, keeping your tongue low, keeping your muscles relaxed so that the throat can be open. And then the soft palate needs to be relaxed so that the air can go up here into your nose. Now when you swallow, this closes off. And when you're tense, you're clenching your jaw, that closes off. So that's part of why we need to be relaxed to have the greatest resonance we can find. So one of the first books written about this came out in 1909, and it still is relevant today because the resonance of the human body has not changed. So you might want to look at this. It's called How to Sing by Lily Lehman, and it's free online. But I pulled some diagrams out so you can get an idea of how this works, where you feel the notes. So this is where the focus comes in. When you're singing, if you can let go of all the things you're thinking about in your head usually and turn your awareness inside and open up, relax around these places in your body where the resonance can be improved upon always. And it's kind of like tending the garden. It always changes, and you need to always check in on it and open up and open up and let go and let go and let go. So this diagram is the vocal sensations of soprano and tenor singers, where you feel it in your body. So this is A below middle C, resonates in your chest. But as I said, the tone that you sing out doesn't happen until right here. So you feel it down here, but you still have to push it out to the people, to the ears, using full lungs full of air. But the other thing I wanted to highlight is your head voice. These high notes resonate up here in your nose, and you can't get those out unless you have your nasal passages open. And that's your falsetto range, and sometimes I refer to that as your Mickey Mouse voice. Silly high voice. So some of you may have never sung that voice before, and if you haven't, or you're unclear about how to do it, I want to help you, and I want us to unlock the high register. An experienced singer knows how to blend the high register and the low register around the break, right? Because it's easy to sing all in your lower voice and in your chest voice without opening your nose until you want to go up to those higher notes. So it's usually all or nothing, and the notes in between that's where it's hard to sing. So if you ever found like, oh, I can't sing in that key, I think maybe that happened with some of the rounds because they had to all be in the same key and it just feels uncomfortable. That means that song might be around that in-between range, and it takes some practice to get used to navigating those notes. One thing you can do is move the key down or move the key up. But eventually there'll come a song where you can't do that and you have to do the best you can with technique. And that involves body awareness and controlling and opening the area around your soft palate. So here is the division of breath in the resonance of the head cavity for the high range. So when you want to get those high notes or have the high overtones ringing in your notes, you need to feel the air freely going up into your nasal passages so that the vibrations which ride the air have that extra resonance. Open nose. So while you're singing, if you've already learned the notes and the words and you don't have to worry, and the rhythms, and you don't have to worry about that, you can take it to the next level by focusing on these types of things. Raising the soft palate. How do you do that? Well, I can give you a couple of tips. When you yawn, your soft palate is open. So just yawning and feeling that, that makes it open. Already I hear my speaking voice get more resonant. So thinking about yawning will help, might even do the trick. Another visualization or almost like dreaming of your body doing something that'll trick it to relax and open is thinking about fogging a glass by breathing warm air onto it. You cannot breathe the warm air without having the soft palate open. So if you just go into your hand and it's warm, that means it's open. So learn how to feel where the soft palate is and how you can relax the muscles around there. Easier said than done. At the same time, pushing the sound out. So buzzing the mask, that's a visualization for singers, meaning you want to feel the vibrations in front of your face, not in the back of your throat, because that means you're closing the sound down before it comes out. So you want to open the back of the throat, relax the mouth, and push the sound out the nose and mouth so that it's almost like you're wearing a Halloween mask and it's buzzing in front of your face. It's a physical sensation, and when you get that going, that's a good sign that you have high resonance. And as I said, always pushing the air forward with full lungs full of air, breathing low, controlling from the diaphragm. And think about the listener. And when you're practicing, give yourself a listener on the other side of the room. Because if you're only thinking from your perspective, you might have the tone trapped in the back of your throat because you can hear it in your ears. But you need to think about the listener. So If you have a dog, you could sing to your dog. You could put some stuffed animals up across the room, sing to them, or record yourself and maybe put the microphone or the phone far away and try to push the sound to your listener. So there's some resonant warm-ups that can help with this, and I will post these for you. One is the exercises, NG. So if you think about the words with that consonant sound, that puts the sound in the back of your throat, and when you release, if you can get pitch on that, that's where you need to feel it when you're singing. I'm going to show you the one where you release the sound on an ah, and it'll sound like this. And the challenge is to feel it in the back of your throat and then push it to the front of your face so the listener can hear it bright and clear. Now for navigating the break, the siren is a great exercise. And that is basically where you sing a note on your entire exhale. You start at the lowest pitch you can utter, down in your big bear voice. Slide that pitch to the top of your range, up into the falsetto if you can, as high as you can, and then give a push with your stomach and slide it all the way back down. It's hard. It takes planning your breath and learning how long your exhale can be, because you want it to last the entire exhale. So that is a great exercise for learning how to navigate the break and warm up every note in your voice. So, and that is for unlocking the falsetto and the head voice as well. So here is a video I'm going to show you of an opera singer, and they've x-rayed him while he's singing, and you can see how open he is. So let's watch it. Okay, not a touch screen. All right, I'm going to send you off to practice now. Good luck, and I hope that you will quickly see how you can improve your own resonance and tone